when we stopped a minute ago and we were looking, you were here looking, comparing the district to the state as far as I was asking you to look for a trend, like where do you think our weaknesses? So you got to 5th grade math, and you were asking about the asterisk. What that means is the class, the sample size was too small to report. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that 6th grade reading did really well. Math was a little struggle, but it was better than.
Yeah, because if you look at 6th grade reading, our district was above average by, a good 11 points.
Oh yeah, they did really good.
Yeah, above the state average, which was really, that's where we want to be. You want to be above the state average as a district or a campus.
I also see 8th grade math needs a little work. 8th grade science needs a lot of work. 8th grade social studies. Oh wow, 100% in biology. Now that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, our high school, if you look at that, is really our shining.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, they looked really well. Now, if you look at social studies 8th grade, which the state average was 63, so we got over the state average, but just barely, and we really didn't get. So yeah, when it's real close like that, that is an area of concern, but not as much as some of the other.
Got it.
You want to look at the ones that have the bigger gap as far as the percentages. I mean, like this one is under as well.
Oh, 73.
But this one, science, I mean, my goodness, we're way down in science. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong column.
Science.
I'm sorry.
8th grade science, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, look at the big percentage, the gap there.
There's a huge gap right there.
So that's what we did. The first thing I did was look at that this summer, and I'm like, oh my, we've got some really shining areas, and we've got some areas that aren't, that have some work to do. So then, and then what you want to look at is so here, we know that this is what the students did. Well, what type of student, was it, and our campus is mostly ELL or ESL. So then you look at the type of students. Well, we have such a large percentage of Hispanic. Those are really the only sample, the only sample set that they report because this is too small, too small. So for down here, it talks about everybody. So we look and see, 73% of our Hispanic students that tested,
does it weigh less at all? I mean, why does that Hispanic, white, American, why does that matter?
They just divide it up like that because typically, Hispanic children are speaking another language. There's a lot of other risk factors involved as far as, with their testing, and so they have special ed over here.
So
economically disadvantaged is another. These are called subpopulations.
Do they give y'all any leeway, or do they take that in consideration at all? Okay.
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay.
No, they just tell you do better.
Okay.
So no, not. They do want you to know. They do want you to have that information though, so you can kind of target that subpopulation or really focus in on. Okay, so this subpopulation is really doing poorly, whereas this subpopulation is doing well. So what's the difference? Because technically they all should be getting the same instruction. So what is the common factor? Why are they not doing as well?
Got it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Because, it's supposed to be the same education for everybody. So what is the problem? So that's what you're looking at. And if you look, these are the economically disadvantaged students, which most of ours are. I believe our percentage is 98%, which is free and reduced economically disadvantaged students.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have a high percentage on this campus. But that also is just another... and that doesn't matter whether they're Hispanic or Caucasian or whatever, they all get lumped into there if they're, fall into that subpopulation.
Got it.
Okay?
All right, awesome.
So this is basically the first part of the report. It does give you more information. This is about the post-secondary, are they ready for college, If so, what areas are they ready in? Just kind of gives you a breakdown compared to the state.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I was looking to see. And in the 5th grade and the 8th grade, they get another opportunity to take the test again. So on this report, they show you, was this the first administration, the second administration, what,
So if they don't pass the second round, what happens?
we have to offer remediation, intensive, some type of remediation. If they don't pass it the first time, we do remediation. If they don't pass it the second time, we do, usually it's summer school because it falls into the summer. That's what we did this summer, but then Mr. Morath, our new educational commissioner, said no more testing this summer. We're doing away with the rest of the administrations for 5th and 8th, so they didn't have to retake it.
Awesome.
So, yeah, which was good for him. But we have to keep working with those students. That's why we had Scholars for Success last year in summer school. We have to keep trying to work with them to figure, to try to help them.
And that leads to my next question. So what can you do for these grade levels? Are you should you hire somebody or what?
Yes, so that brings me to the next thing. Once you identified our weak areas, what I did was sit down and with my team, and we wrote our campus improvement plan.
Okay.
How are we going to improve this year in those particular grade levels and areas? And so what we did was we focused in on the ones that were the lowest, lowest in, which was what did you decide?
3rd grade.
3rd grade,
Yeah,
math
definitely.
and reading, and then 5th grade reading, and then science. So that's what we did. We sat down and wrote our campus improvement plan and said, okay, we're going to set our goal for ourselves. We're going to improve reading by X amount of points, percentage points, but how are we going to do it? So what do you think are some things that we? What do you think? Being a teacher,
I would definitely take out time during the day to go over only testing strategies, maybe doing practice tests once a week, going really doing maybe small groups, pulling out the students that are really all the students that missed basically a certain standard or a certain pull them out at a certain time of the day, maybe during math